Well, hi and welcome to the fish room. Let me turn some light on here. I wasn't planning on doing an update, but I got stuff going on, so I guess I need to. Everything's a mess right now, and I apologize for that, but I will be working to clean that up. I've got this light over here on the 55, which I think I had before, but I've rearranged to put the plug on this side up to an entanglement up here, which I'm going to fix later. But I had to do that in order to get the heater into that tank, and I moved the hang on the back over there since I had bump my head. Since I had these sponge filters in here, and I just noticed that this one is working a lot harder than that one is. And that's definitely compared to all of my other ones. So why is that? I've got its tubing ran up through here, following the line down to here. Hold on, let me pause it and I'll trace the line and see what's going on. Okay. Sorry about the spinning, don't mean to. What in the world? I turned my back and the thing wasn't hardly running. And all I had done was raise it up, noticed it was going more, and let it back down, and it went back to not running as much. So I thought the pressure coming out of that line wasn't sufficient. So I go to pull that pot out of there, out of the other tank, in order to raise it up, and I grab the camera here, turn it back on, turn around, and the stupid thing's going full blast, or somewhat. Well, I'll raise it up anyways because I misjudged the airline when I trimmed that one, and the filter was actually suspended off the bottom. So we'll do that for now. Okay, so back to what's going on in the fish room. Let me get this lid back on this tank. I'm not sure if... Okay, note to self. Stop walking around and not watching where I'm going because I bumped my head. Alright, so I'm not sure if the tops on the 55 were bowed. See how they're plexiglass and they're bowed. If they were bowed before I got the tanks, before I got it by the previous owner, or if that has happened here, or what, but they are definitely bowed. It's a plexiglass that the guy had cut and put on there. And the angels are in here. But I had to turn the heater upright, which I'm not a fan of, but I'm getting by with. I put the heater over there, put a heater over there, a filter over there. And I was able to do all that because I got some T's for my airline. So I have these two sponge filters running here. That one's not running, but it's just in there to slow cycle. It will seed over a period of time and get the bacteria in it. We'll look at that tank in a minute. But over here with the larger male convict that killed his mate. He's hiding in the back. I have two sponge filters. The one in the front still becoming cycled, the one in the back, the existing one. And I don't think to clean the glass until I do these Fishroom updates, and I see where the little fingers have touched the outside and got water droplets and peanut butter smears and stuff on the glass. And here's the cribs. Got one back in a little cave there. Hopefully laying more eggs. I'm not sure if you can make it out or not. Definitely not through the dirty glass. That's one of the fry. The fry have started taking on the coloring and beginning to look good. I think I just have 2 or 3 surviving. I dropped a little plant in there, a little artificial plant. They're needing more decorations, I think. I think I'm going to take this tank and do a better substrate and full plant. Go full planted on it and all that. There's another one, or one of the parents in that brick there. And I'm not sure where the other fry are. They may be hiding back in there. Or I could be down to 1. I'm not sure. Alright, move on over here. Firemouth hiding down there. I just stole the little convict. There he is. I believe it's a male. I haven't looked that close. But stole his little home, the little flower pot here, to put over with the angels to raise that filter up. There's the black neons, and I think I've stated it before, but again, I need to get a background on this tank. Well, I brought some pothos down here, and I had that one in the back of this tank, but as you can see, I don't have openings back here, so it kept knocking the lid in, so I need to cut some holes or something. And I've got this little sprig of pothos in with the larger convict. Alright, that little 20 down there, just got that sponge filter down there just in case. Turn around here. Yeah, that is the well, what's left of my, if you saw the video on my cool water tank that was upstairs in the closet, that's what's left of it. Well, that isn't in other tanks or pieced out or whatever. The glass top on the 29, which you'll see in a minute, I took off this one. I still have the lighting upstairs. I'll bring it down probably. And I've got a 5-gallon bucket of Eco Complete over in the corner over here. This tank has caused me crazy amount of problems. When it was upstairs in the closet, I put black mollies in it, and they all died but the male. Just no signs of fin rot, ick, fighting or anything, just died. They would live for a while and then just die. All the water parameters checked out, ammonia, pH, nitrate, everything was in acceptable parameters. The temperature was a good temperature. I had it the warm temperature at the time. I put white clouds in it, thought it might be an aggression issue with the male black molly, because the females were the ones dying and the male didn't. And so I put some white clouds in there, and the female black mollies continued to die. And then the white clouds began to die, but the male didn't. When all the female black mollies died, I pulled the male black molly out, thinking he was the aggressor and killing the females without leaving any sign, and killing some of the white clouds without showing, damage to the fish. Everything's still testing all right. This is, a matter of a couple months, and I moved the black molly into my 55, and he was fine. And that's about when I decided to make it a cool water tank. White clouds can do cool water. Picked up the flagfish pair that I got, some bristlenose pleco, some young bristlenose plecos, and put them in there. And then white clouds kept disappearing or dying, and my bristlenose died. Everything still tested out fine, and I wasn't sure what it was, so I got some more bristlenose, and they did fine for a while, and then they died. And I thought, I just don't have any luck with bristlenose. So then the white clouds kept dying, and I thought, well, maybe the flagfish is killing them. He's picking on them. So then the female flagfish died, and the white clouds all dwindled down to the one. I had mystery snails in it. They laid eggs, and then all the adults died. And most recently, the male flagfish died, and it was planted. Ammonia tested out fine. pH was right where it needed to be. Everything tested fine, and the plants were growing. I did, on this tank I was doing twice a week water changes. I was doing anywhere between 25 to 50% water changes twice a week, because I thought maybe there's some pollutant in the tank, and I don't know if that's the case, because this tank could have been used for who knows what before I got it. I did get it used, and it could have some chemical still leaching out of the seams of the plastic or something. I don't know. So I broke it down, took the EcoComplete off into a bucket, because on some forums I have read that people have had issues with EcoComplete, but I'm thinking with so many people having good things with EcoComplete, good what's the word I'm looking for? Good outcomes from EcoComplete. It's probably not the EcoComplete, it may be the tank itself, or just crazy bad luck, or something in that room. So I've moved the tank down here. I'm going to put a different substrate in it, probably put the EcoComplete in a different tank, and try it again. If the tank that I put the EcoComplete in, everything in it starts having trouble, then I'm going to say it's the EcoComplete. If I put gravel in this tank, because I'm going to put just regular gravel in this one, and it has the stuff in this tank, when I set it up, starts having trouble, I know it's the tank, and I'll do something with it then. Alright, I've rambled on about this tank for too long. Let's go to the 29. Alright, so the glass lid from the 20 that I just rambled on forever about. I've got the what is that, a Penguin Bow Wheel 200. I just dropped the digital thermometer down in there. It's running 75.8, so I think I need to turn the heater up some. The heater in here is from that 20, and I've got the little thermometer here on it as well. I got some baby bristlenose somewhere in here. There's 3 of them, and I got the sponge filter running. It's been running in there for a while, but with the I did not realize that light was on. With the bow wheel, the hang on the back running, it's the same one that was on the Angels, so it's been running for quite a while. And I've got, if you can make them out, some gold rims. So apparently I am a cichlid person. And there we go. Try to get some more light in there for you. Where are they? I know I need some more cover in here, but I put the brick in here from the Angel tank. I need to, I guess, look at getting some. I just noticed my probe for my thermometer is sitting right on top of the heater, so that's probably not the most accurate place to have it. I will move that. What was I saying? Oh yes, I need to work on getting some more decorations and hides and stuff for the fish, just to make them feel more comfortable. I know some people run the bare bottom tanks with the no decorations, no hides, no anything in the tanks, but for the fish that I've got, I think I'm going to do a better job with that. Try to make it more friendly on the eyes. So I just now, to get more lighting, move that strip over here. Like I said, I need to clean up down here, make the electrical a little more pretty, and get to where I don't have to do the bucket thing. It's getting colder outside, so I don't really want to run the water hose from outside in here like I have been doing in order to do water changes. So I need to get the plumbing parts and stuff to hook up the sink that I have, so I can run my Python down here with more temperature appropriate water. And anything else I got going on down here? Not right now. I think with these lids like this here, I'm going to take these little baskets and cut a hole in the top so I can drop the basket in, so I can drop my pothos down in. I don't think the pothos would have been what was killing my fish in the planted tank, because I had the pothos in. This is the pothos I had in the planted tank, and I rinsed it really well, the roots, before I put it in, just to make sure there wasn't any fertilizers. But that's why I have it in this tank here, and let's call him Mr. Meanie's tank, and not the one with the baby cribs or the Angels. Mr. Meanie is camera shy, but that's the reason I have the pothos in those two tanks, to test if it might have been the pothos that caused the issue with the fish. which at this moment the male convict and the tank on the end with the single firemouth, single convict, and black neon ditherfish aren't as, well, let's say they're more expendable than the cribs and angels that I have in my mind. I don't want to lose any of them, but if I'm going to lose some, I would rather it be the two end tanks. I don't know. A lot of people don't like the convicts, but I like it. Even though he killed his mate, I like him. I looked at some more convicts today, but the tank mates that they had at the store were pretty far along in their ick. So I debated. They had them on sale. You know, I debated, is a half-price fish worth getting, knowing that it will have ick. You know, I could have thrown it down here, thrown a heater in there, salted the tank, thrown like ick X or something in there, and you know, went ahead and just treated it from ick from the beginning. But I'd rather buy healthy fish than ones that I know are sick starting off. It's a bit of a risk when you buy them and you know that they're sick starting off. But I'm really wanting to get more 2x4s to build my rack over here on this side, and get this 20 down here, the 20 that was the planted tank, and either the 29 or the 20 high up there if I don't end up with another tank in the meantime. I was really tempted this week to buy or to get other tanks. There was one placed on Craigslist, an entire 55-gallon setup for free, and there was one on Marketplace. Well, it was two. They said 30 gallons. It appeared to be 29s for $30. And I was really tempted, but I thought I got other stuff that I needed to be doing other than showing up with more tanks. Well, I have rambled on about this for too long for the amount of change that I've done, and I will get off here and see you next time. And until then, do the normal stuff that YouTube wants you to do. You know, the routine. Hit the subscribe button, the notification button, the thumbs up or thumbs down. I can't speak. Good time to get off the video. Thumbs up or thumbs down button, depending on what you thought of the video. If you did like it, definitely hit the subscribe button. You can see more of the stuff that I do. And the share button will allow you to share it with your friends, family, and others. And I'll see you next time. I'm going to get off here and give them some food. Do some cleaning. Later.